brings the current event of the interaction between Keke Palmer and Mr. Jackson. I don't know his first name.
Starts with a D?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not. It's just the situation that I'm paying attention to, not so much the people.
Right.
The situation is, she is a mother of a months old child, and as all mothers are deserving, even before they even become mothers, just women, period, but mothers specifically, because the whole change and everything that you guys go through. I've even said it once or twice. I wonder how that feels on the inside, but I don't want nothing coming out of me. I just wonder what it feels like.
Yeah, I want to know what it feels like, but I don't.
When it kicks or when it moves, and it's just amazing.
I don't want to gain the weight or get stretch marks or go through labor. I just want to know what it feels like.
Yeah, I just want to know what it feels like. kind of like the I probably should do this one day. The period simulator that guys can put on so you can simulate like kind of how that feels.
I've seen that. I don't think it's really accurate.
Maybe one day we'll do a video. I don't know. But yeah, so they deserve a break. Some time. Their body's gone through a lot. And it's not just the body, it's the mental and emotional as well. So she goes out. It seems like she's having a great, wonderful time with her girlfriends, as she should. Who knows where the dad is at? Maybe he's at home with the child, or the child is with the grandparents and he's there too. I don't know. I'm just talking about the situation. And so she's there at the concert, Usher concert, residency in Las Vegas, having a great time, swaying with the man, sings one word of the song, does a little twirl, shows off her body, yaddy, 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 as the females say. Because it's not what it was before. It's changed. The man has helped.
The man has nothing to do with it.
The body has changed to some extent because there is a child.
Yes,
so
the body
the
has
hips
changed.
Changed a little bit.
The body has changed because of the child, not because of the man.
Well, the man.
Because if it was because of the man,
put the sperm in there and it communicated with the egg. So without the sperm,
yes,
then there's no way the hips change and you're going through all the mental.
Yeah, but see, that's a whole lot of extra backtracking to get to the man having anything to do with it.
Okay.
Because if it was the man, then they didn't have to have the child, and she would have filled out or whatever it is.
They say relationship weight changes and all this stuff.
It does, but it doesn't necessarily look the same.
That's true. But my point is, things have changed. So she's proud. She decided to wear what she wanted to wear.
Which was so cute. Which
was nice. I didn't know it was like that because the way I described it to you. And then what we saw was a little bit different. Because I said it was a little granny panty.
I thought you said it was like two-piece, but it wasn't.
So I didn't explain it right. So we showed her the video. We watched it. And I was like, oh, okay. And she did a little twirl, playing along with the song.
Right.
Situation, she goes out, she's having fun. She wears what she want to wear because she can wear what she want to wear. She liked the snapback is real, as females say,
And she's grown.
And she's a grown woman, and things have been accentuated in different regions of the body, and so she might be proud of those things. And maybe if she's even not proud of those things are there, and sometimes, I'm just going to say it with black women, you just can't hide it. It's there. You can't make it small. You can't turn a D into an A cup. You can't turn a 36 waist into a 22. It's just there. There's nothing you could do about it. And so the young man comments, but you're a mom, though, or something like that.
The outfit.
And then the world decides to go ham. And then with the world going ham, he decides, Mr. Jackson, to double down. He double downs in it and talks about the representation and the image of the family, and he wants it to be a certain way and this and that. And so the situation for me is, she can wear what she want to wear. She can do what she want to do. She can have fun with who she want to have fun with, which is the girlfriend. She can go visit, see concerts, support other people who are in the industry. Don't matter. Wear what you want to wear. She walk outside the house if you want to. To other people, yeah, man, tell her. Because what she got is for you. She doesn't need to show the cheeks to the world because those are your cheeks and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, Then there's people in the middle. It's not your cheeks, because the cheeks that are yours are on your backside. Those are her cheeks. That is her clothes, her money, her friends. She can go out and have fun, do what it is that she want to do. But regardless of the fact, y'all should not be communicating this on social media. Yeah. You guys should have that within the four walls. Maybe it could be an octagon. I don't know the shape of their place. But within the walls of your guys' family home or apartment.
Wherever
or mansion,
y'all reside.
Or wherever y'all reside. That's the communication between the two of you guys. And then if you feel like your ego was, then you have a conversation with her about it, not with the world about it. And I think that's the communication. We've gotten so far away from communicating that some people don't even know how to communicate. Whether there's a disagreement, I don't understand why you did this or did that, or I don't even know how to hang out or be around you and talk, or I don't know how to express my emotions to you right here. I'd rather just go to my thumbs and be like, you know what's crazy is when people gaslight you and they just say, how about in the relationship? And they'll be like, okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about.
Right,
like,
yes.
You're in the house. Talk, communicate with each other.
Come see me
right
and have a conversation.
Here. Or if it's with somebody else, a friend or family member, go. What is the focus on thumbing it to the world, rather than using your own mouth that you've been given to express how you feel, and you guys have that conversation, and that be the end of it. This wouldn't be a national topic. I was about to say national, but national topic across podcasts, across radio shows and things of that nature, and they're implementing that into the segment like we are today to even talk about this. If you would have just, yeah, she look good, don't she? Or I like that dress, babe, and then that's just the end of it.
Or you say that to the public or out in public, and then when you get home, you're like, I like it. I would love it if it was just here, though.
Yeah. So are you his baby now? Like, you do all of that stuff behind closed doors. Ooh, girl, look at you. Why you let him look at you? Like, all that should be in y'all guys' master bedroom, between you guys only. Right. And you guys have that communication. So when you go back into the public, it ain't no thing. It's no conversation that needs to be had. Me personally, I don't care.
I care. But before we get to that, because you had a whole lot of time to talk about your thoughts, I agree with the fact that that should have been a conversation between the two of them. It didn't need to be out in the public. I understand that it was a choice and everyone is entitled to their choices. However, I do think it was in poor taste, which is why he received the backlash that he got. I am a woman. I also happen to be a Black woman. We also happen to have two young Black girls that we are raising, whom with one of them we've had to have a very specific conversation about body type and clothing and the world perception. And the fact that even though it's her body, she has to be cognizant of all these other people, because people, for reasons I don't understand, feel that they are entitled to have opinions about her and interpret why she's wearing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. And it's not to say she has to dress like a nun or anything, just to understand what could come and how to respond to that in a healthy way. You can go ahead. Sorry, I just had to put that out there.
Nothing I was saying made it seem like she had to dress like a nun. I was just simply talking about.
Plain. You know, some people want to come up with stuff. So.
Well, you could have done that after I was done. Like, I waited for you to finish.
That's true.
To start talking.
It fit right in there, though.
Yeah, and it could have fit in there after I was finished talking.
I didn't want to do a flashback.
Or you could have done what you did before and been like, signal me, yes, Floydell, and then say what you had to say. You don't have to interrupt.
That's true.
So, like I was saying, again, she's a mom. Moms do not have to subscribe to a specific type of dress. There is no rule anywhere in the world, universe, anybody's brain that says moms have to shop at this store and buy clothes of this size because you are a mom. That is a personal choice, thought, feeling, and if you have said feelings, you should express those feelings beforehand and have conversation so that everybody's on the same page. Because just because you express what you feel someone should do does not mean that they will agree. Because again, it is their body. So that's what I think about that. Because it is their body. And on that note, as I said, I am not okay with it. And he knows that.
You're not okay with what?
We've had the conversation. Well, because you said that, if I wanted to do that or go out, however which way, you're fine with it.
Yeah.
No, I am not. I am not. But we've had that conversation. And Flo already knows that. So there's
what does that have to do with anything?
There's no surprise. There would be no extra conversation needed because we've already had the conversation before it even happened.
Conversation? You confused me. I'm okay with after the baby, you get the body you want or whatever the case may be. You be like,
so
I can show my abs now. And then you decide to show your abs. I'm not going to
So if it was before the baby, you wouldn't have been okay?
But you're a mom though. I wouldn't care either way.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying, I care.
You care about what?
You showing particular body parts. I don't like for you to be outside without a shirt.
There we go. Because I'm like, you care that you show your stomach? I was confused.
I don't know why you were confused.
Because you said, I care. He doesn't care, but I care. So you care.
Yes, because you were talking about your viewpoint. Your viewpoint is about me and my body. So my viewpoint would be about you and your body.
Oh, see.
It would be the reciprocal.
I thought you were responding to me and staying on topic. I was like, staying with the...
I was on topic.
I didn't know you reversed it. That's what I'm saying. This bird is going to die.
Yes. So... To be specific, I care if Flo, who is my partner, goes outside in specific clothing. There are things that I am not putting up with. And he knows that because we've had those conversations. It took him a minute to understand I was serious about it, but he understands that now. So, yeah, that's just how it is. What?
If I get my dream body, I am flexing it.
Yeah, you will be. Mm-hmm. But you will also be covered. Unless you are inside the house.
You can't see it.
You can see biceps and triceps with the shirt on.
You can't see abs, though.
No.
You can't see the pectoral and the back muscles.
Depends on the shirt.
No.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to be out there.
No, you aren't.
I'm not swimming in a t-shirt when we're at the beach.
Well, of course not. But that means
we're at the pool.
So what are you going to do? Every time you want to be like, this body is just getting awesome. Let's go to the beach.
Yeah.
No.
That's the only way I can get away with it.
Yeah, but we're not going to the beach in December.
I can't be doing all this and then post it for the world to see.
No, but you can do that for me in the bedroom.
I didn't say I wouldn't do that, but...
Okay, so what do you need to post it for anybody else?
Yeah.
But what do you need to show anybody else?
Be like, look at the transformation.
Again, why do you need to show anybody else?
Because you can do it too.
But that's not part of your platform.
It might be. I might add that in there.
No.
I'm not. I just got rid of Wilson Finance.
I know. That's why I said no.
Any of this.
That's why I said no.
Time for that. If I had a team, maybe.
No.
Wilson Financial might return.
I mean, if you have a team, a lot of your other ideas will definitely come back.
Yeah.
That just isn't one of your other ideas because that's
No.
a new idea. And that won't come back because it was never here and it won't be here. So we don't have to worry about it.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Again, we've already had the conversation. You like to bring up the first time you found out all of the time. So, yeah.
That had nothing to do with my body. That had everything to do with something similar to swinging with the individual, which is a form of dancing, and it's not your partner.
Yeah.
Or the person that you're on a trip with.
Which
or you're currently developing a relationship
which
with.
includes your body. So, now that we've got that cleared up.
But yes, the whole gist of it is don't deliver ineffective communication.
Try not to.
Try not to, because that causes confusion. Be effective in your communication. Be accountable towards your actions. And that is the best way, again, to develop relationships. And when you do that, that shows that you value that relationship with that particular individual. Because what you don't know, you don't know. And why is it that you don't know? Because you don't communicate. Because you don't make time. You don't include. You don't invite. You don't say, this made me feel this way when you said this 6 years ago. And that's why you've been acting this way this whole time? I did not know that.
If you would have just
expressed it and communicated that to me, I could have been like, oh, that's not the way I meant that. This is the way I meant that. Now you understand. Now we can start redeveloping, because there hasn't been any communication for X amount of years because you had no clue as an individual. And now you can redevelop that relationship on better and new and transparent, honest, open line of communication, communication with that particular individual, and you can begin anew stronger and better. Because when you do that, you understand people's intentions, which is why in some relationships, you cannot talk for years on years, but then you come back together like nothing's ever happened because you understood that individual and their intentions and what they've been going through and things of that nature.
I have friends like that. It's awesome.
It's just like, come on, man.
I was going to add that. That's what I was going to add. I was going to add that it is okay to also ask clarifying questions. Did you understand? Mm-hmm. Did I make myself clear? Mm-hmm. It is also okay to say, this is what I'm thinking about this or about what you did. Does that make sense to you? I do that often. Like, I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I feel like whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So that way you can have a conversation with whoever has said and or done something. So that way you guys can get on the same page and continue to grow that relationship, whichever type of relationship it is.
You know who I'm talking about? Had to do that recently. I'm not that person. You talking to me. Do you understand what I've been doing? Have you been paying attention to what I've been doing versus what you've been doing? You catch where it is I'm coming from on my side. I understand your side. I've been on your side. I had to live that. In the midst of that, still was able and found a way to do and hold myself accountable and responsible for my responsibilities and execute them in a way. So there's like, do you get where I'm coming from with this? So it's just like, I had to do the same thing.
Yes, but you also can't expect people to be you.
No, I do not. But if you communicate effectively, that can create a line of empathy for your situation or circumstance. And then that might crack the door open for support in the way that you need it. So that way you can get what it is that you're trying to get out of life. Get where I'm coming from? Get what I'm saying? You know?
I mean, for those of you, which will technically be all the people listening in or watching, who don't know me very well.
Oh, here we go.
I value understanding. It allows me to, as I would say, move accordingly. Mm-hmm. If I don't understand, I stand. That is it. Because I don't know which way to move because I don't understand. Yeah. Now, I know there are those out there who say you won't always understand. I know that. Mm-hmm. And usually that comes by God. He puts me in a situation to test me, which means I don't have understanding. But he also lets me know that. So if I'm not informed that this is a situation where you will not understand, I need you to move forward, I expect that I will be able to understand, and I will wait for understanding. Yeah. And sometimes the understanding doesn't necessarily mean that you know exactly what that person was thinking, feeling, and why they behaved, did, and or said what they did. It could be the fact that, you are still working to get to whatever it is. Got it. And then you move forward because now you have the understanding that you need to make the necessary steps and act accordingly.
Yeah.
Just a few things that I've learned in my short lifetime.
And always, you can execute your thoughts, feelings as clear and transparent as you possibly can based on someone's actions and how that made you feel and how you're trying to proceed and move forward with that relationship. But there are instances on the other time you are talking to a brick wall. I was one of those brick walls. It took a minute. It took a while. Yeah. And so there are some people that are out there that it's going to take them a minute. It might take them a while because they're not at that point in their life to truly understand the consequence of their action and how that attributed to a particular people or group of people or a family member or a teammate or whatever the co-worker, how that actually made them, how their actions made that individual feel. They're not at that point. Business relationship. Yeah, they're not at that point in their life to soak that in and have the understanding of their action and then deliver, and as you would say, an appropriate apology and continue to move forward in the relationship as it continues to develop. Because every time you express something that hurts you, what did you do? Teach that person how to treat you. That's what you did every single time. And the more that happens, the more you understand that relationship with that individual and you understand each other's intentions.
Yep, agreed.